Hello, I'm Venu Keller and welcome to Wednesday Wisdom. So I just wanted to pick up a little bit off of where I left off last week about how comparison is the thief of our happiness and our excitement and our joy, as one of the speakers I heard, Nick, talk about a couple weeks ago. And some of the feedback I got from some people who I talked to was, it was really mind-blowing because even as adults, we start to see how that is true. How does that ring true to us? The other side of that, though, is when is comparison good as a measurement tool? Where we're looking at the cost of things, when we're buying our kids clothes or buying anything in our life, compared to what? So we can really see the value in what we're purchasing. Sometimes comparison is good when we want to see what level do we want to get at, when we're looking at our kids' favorite sports guy, like my son really loves soccer. So we look at, I think his name's Messi and Ronaldo. And, he'll look at them and he'll see how they play. And he's like, I want to be like that. So there's a comparison there. So it's actually pulling him towards what greatness looks like to him. When does it steal that excitement? When does it steal that joy or happiness? It's when our kids are looking on social media and they're looking at themselves in the mirror and they're not excited about what they see because they see this other girl who's the same age that through their filters looks skinnier. She looks better. Her hair is different than theirs. Maybe they have straight hair. The girl has curly hair, like whatever it is. And so it's a possibility that they'll never reach that. So it keeps them from feeling good about what they have. It keeps them from feeling the gratitude. So when that does happen, let's just talk about what you can do when you start to see how comparison takes away from the happiness, excitement within them. Start to ask them things like, what would it look like if you were at that level? Like, if you look like that, what would it mean to you? What would it feel like to you? Would it change anything in your life? Would it change your friends? Would it change the conversation you have? Would it change how you view yourself in the world socially? Would it change what you do in your classrooms? How would it change and affect the person you are inside if you looked exactly like that person? And do you know anything about that person? Do you know if they're a nice person inside? Do you know if they're compassionate, if they have empathy? Do you know if they want to do things for other people, or is it just about themselves? Do you know if they're nice or if they're mean? You know nothing about that person. What if that person's looking at your pictures on Instagram and they're saying, gosh, I wish I was just like her. Look at how beautiful she is. She has straight hair. She has brown hair. Gosh, my hair's so blonde and curly. I don't like it. Or maybe she's seeing your videos that you're doing and she sees how sweet and beautiful you are from the inside of what you are talking about. And it makes the outside of you look gorgeous. And that same girl who you're looking at and comparing yourself to, maybe she's doing the same thing about you. So it gives our kids that opportunity when we are curious for them to go deeper and not see things on a surface level. What are our kids actually comparing themselves to? And what is it keeping them stuck in versus keeping them to grow and be better? Thank you for joining in. If you have any questions or comments, or if this resonates with you, please put in the comments. What are you seeing with your kids? Where do you see the comparison happening? Do you see comparison happening with your kids in a good way? Or is comparison really the thief of their excitement and their happiness and joy within them? See you next week.